It was about the finance bill. You get me right? Yes, it was about the finance bill. Now the president withdrew the finance bill, and the people insisted and said no, the president must resign. And I'm asking, what are the people looking for? Is it that they are not, interested in the president, or they don't need him anymore? Because that is what they are saying. They said they don't need Ruto anymore. The Ruto must resign. Ruto must go. And then I asked myself so many questions, and I was trying to get answers to, but I haven't, because remember, over time in the past, people were like, President William Ruto is the one that can save Kenya. It was not easy. And then bishops, prophets, pastors were prophesying that President William Ruto was the one made for Kenyans. But then what have changed? That everyone now hates Ruto in and out. If you go to the media, it's just brutal. The unexpected is happening, and the unexpected is going on if you go to the media. I have a list here. Someone, Kenyan citizens or someone particularly just, sat and made a flyer. And then it was about 21 legacies. 21 legacies that President William Ruto have left so far. Does that mean President William Ruto have done nothing at all? Or the people decided to talk about the negative aspect of President William Ruto and leave the positive aspect of President William Ruto? Fake fertilizer. They said President William Ruto, what he could do for Kenyans was a fake fertilizer. Is this true, my people? Incomplete projects. The people are accusing President William Ruto of incomplete projects. Misuse of public funds. The people are accusing President William Ruto of misusing public funds, and that is what they refer to as corruption in the number one of the legacies that they're talking about President William Ruto. Is this really the true legacy of President William Ruto, or someone is trying to brutalize President William Ruto? These are 21 legacies of President William Ruto, the president of Kenya so far. And I'm shocked and I'm surprised that, is this really true? These are not my words. Once again, this is a tweet. I came across it on Twitter, and that is what the people are saying. I went to the comment section and people are really fighting serious about it there. Someone will give it left and someone will give it right. But then this is the list. Number 1, corruption. Number 2, abductions. Number 3, fake promises and lies. These are 3 legacies of President William Ruto that the people are saying. And number 4, unemployment. They said the president of Kenya have created an unemployment avenue in Kenya. Extrajudicial killings. These are not my words. Police brutality. I ask myself, how did the president of Kenya, President William Ruto, brutalize police? People need to answer that in my comment section. They talk about high cost of living, which we all know that was the cause of the protest in Kenya. They talked about dubious debts that Kenya is owing. Kenya is undergoing dubious debts under the regime of President William Ruto. Now, they talk about school unrest. They talk about doctor strike. But in every country, doctors go on strike. In every country, teachers go on strike. But why are they saying these are the legacies of President William Ruto? But then, these are not my words. Lecture strike, mining scandal. They say President William Ruto legacy is mining scandal. That President William Ruto is a scandal of mining. Ladies and gentlemen, title this mystery. They talked about high taxation, which was, in reflection of the 2024 finance bill in Kenya, which caused the protests to spike. Now, tribalism. They said they accused the president of Kenya, President William Ruto, of tribalism. They accused him of SHIF scam. They accuse him of school deals, that is the Adani deals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these 21 legacies that the people have compiled for President William Ruto, why didn't they add any positive thing? But then, let's enter into the story. Yes, if you are joining us for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, kindly hit on the subscribe button, because this is a channel for us to discuss, talk about what is going on around the world. And then you get more insight about what the people are saying out there. And then you also know much about it. And we digest it into our own understanding. Tensions were arising and then undergoing because the pressure mounted on President William Ruto seriously following the Finance Bill 2024, because there was high tax hikes, following that bill. And then that was what Kenyans didn't agree to. But then, it was not only about the bill, because people were not only focusing on the aspect of the bill, because now the president withdrew the bill. But what happened? The protest is still under heat. But then right now, We are not seeing people on the street fighting against President William Ruto. But if you go online, if you go to the media, if you go to Twitter, if you go to so many platforms, you understand that the people, the citizens, are still fighting President William Ruto. It's brutal. Yes. I was walking around Twitter. Yeah, no, wait, just get me straight on that. I don't want to go to the aspect that I'm not talking in such a way that I am supporting President William Ruto. No, I am debunking the citizens' idea. No. The reason why I'm saying is that most times it can be a political backup. You understand? A political opposition can cause, a serious disaster in the country, following the pressure that always push on the opposition, the ruling party. And that is why I came out with this conversation. I wanted us to sit down one on one and then get things, clarified. When you look at what is happening, it means the president have done nothing so far. Yeah, I went to the comment section after seeing the post and I was like, what is happening? Because many people were supporting the comment. The legacy that President William Ruto left, many people were supporting it because someone tweeted and said, this is President William Ruto legacy. And then many people were happy, many people were excited, many people were supporting. I was like, really? Does it mean that the president have done nothing in the country, that everything have to be on that angle? But then, let me take it one after the other. The first thing that the person talking about is corruption. President William Ruto is a corrupt leader. He doesn't add any value to the country. And I was like, really? But then that is not the only thing that is there. I said it's 21 what list. Oh yeah, I want you to get me that. 21 legacies. And the first legacy that they are talking about President William Ruto is corruption. Number two, they talked about abductions. And then it surprised me that many people were in support of what the person tweeted. I was like, seriously? I don't get it. I was like, seriously? So the president didn't do anything. Okay, not only that, let's get to the fourth one. The fourth one, they talked about unemployment. That was the aspect I was not getting right. They said, President William Ruto tenures of office, there is unemployment. And I was like, really? This can be true. But then, I am not opposing what the person said. And I'm not asking any Gen Z to come and attack me because I am talking about what is happening. Because if you talk about unemployment, to what extent? Is it that the jobs are there, but they are not enough or not at all? There was a tweet. I'll talk about that one. I'll come to that video. There was a tweet, and the man on the mission, President William Ruto, and then the first one was about 243,000 international jobs created. Let me look into the camera and say this, and then if it's true, let me know. If it's not true, let me know. That 243,000 Kenyans have secured international jobs. And then the people are saying there is unemployment in the country. Like, I don't get it. I am still getting confused about what is happening. Yes, I'm serious because look at the aspect. The people are saying there's unemployment. And the post that was talking about things that Ruto have done, 243,000 international jobs created for Kenyans, and they have secured their jobs. Now people talk about unemployment. What is happening? Is it that the people really want Ruto out of office, or there is something triggering the people pressure? But if you go to Kenya, Kenya is a well-developed town and city. Kenya is nice. Kenya is beautiful. But they are still criticizing their government. But what happens to we those living in the desert? Because our leaders doesn't care. They don't like. It's not a joke. And we are built with taxes and other stuff. But I ask myself, what is the difference between the citizens of Kenya and the citizens of other countries that are brutalized by their leaders? But then that is not why we're here. Let's get into the matter. But I think if you are watching me and your country is being brutalized, then you need to, also rise as youth and see what to do up next. Because Kenya is a real definition of, power belongs to the people. Ladies and gentlemen, basically, these are the 21 legacies that Ladies and gentlemen, basically, these are 21 legacies that the president of Kenya, William Ruto, have left so far. And these are not my words. Once again, this tweet, I came across it in Twitter. And that is why I was like, is this true or it's not true? But then I came to sit down. But then I decided to come and sit down in the studio. Then one-on-one, we will find out whether, yes, if you are joining us for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, kindly hit on the subscribe button, because this is a channel for us to discuss talk about what is going on around the world, and then you get more insight about what the people are saying out there, and then you also know much about it, and we digest it into our own understanding. And by the way, day is going to help us improve in our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joy Ideas. My name is Richie Randy. Kindly hit on the subscribe button and like the video, and see you next time in our next episode.